I just spent 3 hours sitting here shining my boots. What the f is wrong with me? And speaking about what the f, the coronavirus. I don't want to sound like a parent, but guys, please be careful. Wash your hands, brush your teeth, and wear a mask for God's sakes. This virus is scary. And another what the f. I shot this video yesterday and it was so warm, like a beautiful spring day. And today it's cold again. Seoul, what the f. A lot of my subscribers have been asking me to tell a Navy story, so I thought why not go to the Seoul Battleship Museum and see if I could remember something. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. First I went over to Daiso to buy some black boot polish. Actually, the only reason I bought the boots that I'm wearing today is because I wanted to shine my boots in the future. See, I already knew I was gonna make this video at some point. Also, we need to get a brush. What else? This is called a cheater's polish. So it gives you an instant shine, and yeah, I never respected people that use the instant shine. I always enjoyed doing the boot shining the hard way. I've noticed that in Seoul, sometimes some bus drivers drive like freaking maniacs, and I absolutely love it because it gets me to my destination a lot faster. Well, realistically, only maybe 2 minutes faster, but it's a Bali city, so you gotta get there quick. Feels so weird, but I feel happy for some reason being on this ship. Even though it's a Korean ship, it's still very similar in terms of like paint and construction wise, so it's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. You know, being a Navy boy anyways. So the most common question that I was asked about the military is about hazing. And from my understanding here in Korea, hazing is a really serious issue because you can't really fight back, you just kind of have to take it. Well, that's not the case in US, in my experience anyways. So for example, on my very first day in my station, I remember I was outside smoking and drinking with all the people. I was trying to conversate and make some new friends. And this guy did a really funny dance. And I asked him nicely, really politely, hey, can you do the dance again? So he said, would you say to me? And I said, can you please do the dance? And he said, say it one more fucking time and I'm gonna kick you. I said, you don't want to do that. So he actually went for it. He went to kick me in the chest, but with my super ninja skills, I caught his, did I just say that? With my super ninja skills, I caught his kick and then I punched him right in the face. And because I wasn't gonna allow to be bullied, I wasn't going to allow somebody to do that. And then nobody said anything to any superiors, and even some superiors who were around, they didn't do anything about it because they understood the situation for the fact that that guy was being a fucking asshole and he deserved to be punched in the face. So that's my personal experience of hazing. So what I did, it doesn't necessarily mean that it was okay to do what I did, but it was a fighting reflex. I just naturally did it. But these type of occurrences were usually always out of sight of the higher ups. You know, nobody wanted to get in trouble because you're still not allowed to technically fight in the military. And then when people did fight, nobody really snitched about it because nobody likes snitches. So if you snitch, everybody would know about it, and then nobody would like you, right? Being a new person usually meant that you did get some type of hardships from everybody else, and people would push your buttons quite often to see how far they can take it. Usually the tougher you were, the more and more people would push you until a certain point to where you can gain the people's respect. But if people noticed that you were kind of mentally incapable of being able to take, you can say, borderline harassment, then they would immediately stop, and if anything, they would actually end up taking care of you like a little brother or a little sister, because, you know, some people just can't mentally handle being pushed or mentally pushed. So I think that's the one good thing. I was pushed a lot, I was able to handle it, but there were some people that just couldn't handle it, and we took care of that person because we didn't want that person to have a difficult time in the Navy. One thing you'll probably notice is that I'm dunking my head a lot. It's because the ceiling is quite low. When I first got on the ship, I always hit my head at first but then you just naturally got used to always bowing your head down. So it's kind of like a reflex. I'm still doing it now. It's kind of funny, I think. So this definitely to me looks like officers' room, because they have their own private bathroom in their own room, and the beds are a lot bigger. Look at that, man, that shower is bigger than the one in my house. Seriously. How's that even fair? So to the people that are wondering about the boots, it actually has nothing to do with the story. I just felt like wasting a little bit of your time. Hope you don't get too upset with me. But look how shiny they are. Ooh, shiny. I haven't done that in such a long time, but it's really hard to explain to somebody maybe who hasn't been in the military, but it's something about the process is really relaxing and numbing. Like, the time goes by so fast and you kind of forget what you're doing, you forget about your stress, you forget about a lot of things. And I think that's one of the things that really helped me to get through in the military, through the hard times, was shining my boots, because the time went by quick, my stresses went away. I don't know, or maybe I'm just weird, maybe I'm just one of the weird ones. Oh, one last thing before you go. So on the ship I found this ramyeon bap, and I was just curious, is this something that's like common in the military or in the Navy here? Or is this just something they sell to tourists? Yeah, I thought I would ask you because I don't know. But it tastes pretty good though.